Hey, good morning. Oh, I don't know what to say. I've said this umpteen different ways, and this probably won't be the last time I say this. I watched a debate, or watched just kind of a little clip of someone debating the MAGA ideology, and the question came up, do you think that the election was stolen? 2020 election was stolen. And they argued kind of back and forth, and it quickly went from the timeline of that November to December to January 6th and then beyond. And I get frustrated watching these because it should never go past in the timeline of November. It should never go past that. And the reason why is because we live in a democracy and free elections. If you lose an election, or if it's tight and you lose it, okay, you have the ability to prove your case and say, wait a minute, and contest this. I think I won here and there or everywhere or wherever, right? We have that. The only reason why we have that is because we live in free elections. We have a democracy. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that chance to argue that point. Okay? But let's go back to this. Okay? You turn around and you bring up your fact-finding mission of why you lost. Hey, if you truly won, if you can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, then yeah, then boom, it's the court. They're willing to listen. But if you can't, you lose it. Okay? That's what happened back then. And we ended up awarding later on a spoiled brat of an old man, an entitled brat of an old man. Okay? Based on the lies. So we're not even going to the January 6th thing. Okay? We're not even going down that road. It should have been stopped back in December and November. He exhausted all those points. The only reason why it didn't get just stopped was, one, because he's an entitled, spoiled brat of an old man. And two, he has enough money that he can keep pushing the issue. He had people behind him, weasels behind him, telling him to do this and telling him to do that. We're going to back you, and we're going to keep on pushing, and we're going to end up telling people that they believed in a lie. You know, we'll get them to believe in a lie. And that's where the crux of it is. The only reason why, let's put it this way, if it was a traffic ticket, okay, and you walked in with all these camera angles and statements from people that were there that saw, you walked in with any and all things, and they turned around and said, you know what, I'm sorry, we have you clocked at 120 in a 60 mile an hour. You were going double the speed limit. There's no denying it. Okay? You had your chance. You can either accept the fact and the truth, or you can keep on pushing it and exhausting it. This is exactly what went down. exactly what went down. And he had a voice big enough that he turned around and pulled the 1984, he put right out of a 1984, Orwell's 1984 playbook, and pushed it where he did the timeline and made people believe in a lie. That is, and anybody that wants to argue that point, have at it. Go for it. I'm open. I am all ears. Very much like an open democracy, free election courtroom where you're pleading your case. Go ahead. Because when you stand on the truth, you stand that tall. It's not me having to plead my case that you're wrong. You are wrong trying to plead your case that I'm not right, or that you are right. We, as a public, blew it. Totally blew it. Common sense out the door. And it was right there in our face, and we had a chance to accept it. Not only that, but the people that are supposed to see the right the most are the ones that backed it the most. Those that follow Christ backed it the most. And to that I shake my head and am on my knees really hurting about that. But that's a whole nother topic. And it's not going to mean we're beating a dead horse. This is a democracy. Constantly we are working on this. The Constitution will always be there to work on unless you get somebody there that wants to take it out. We're pretty much kind of close to that because of the people that are willing to lie to get in and pay off people to vote to get them in. I got nothing but love for you. It's now 5 o'clock in the morning. And, gosh, I wish you the best weekend.